Hey guys, so I bought a dump truck. There she is, beautiful, right? So she happens to be a Ford F700, a 1985 F700 with a 8.2 liter Detroit diesel, and it's got an 11-yard box on the back, and it's a dump bed. So let's check it out. You can see the paint's in pretty rough shape. Got a couple of back tires that are missing on the outside. I actually started pressure washing this yesterday. There was wood. The whole bed had wood planks in it. It was 1x6 1x6 decking boards all through the back. Had a bunch of trash in here, so I cleaned all that out and started pressure washing. One of the first things on my list is I'm going to use a product called OSPHO, O-S-P-H-O, to get rid of all the rust in here so I can prime and paint. And then I'm going to put some 2x10 decking back in here and weld in a few patches. There's a couple of spots in the bed that are all the way through, and well, you'll see some more when I lift it up here in a minute. So yeah, that's the truck in a nutshell. She's pretty big. I drove her here, and then I realized one of the tires has a big old slice in the inside sidewall, one of the front tires. So she isn't going on the road until I have time to replace that. So once I get a new tire put on there, we'll go for a test drive. This is the 8.2 liter Detroit diesel. As you can see, it's got a lot of old style V-belts. Got a really massive air intake. Got a wasp nest in there. Need that. Standard equipment, you know. So far, I've actually taken this off, soaked it in vinegar, and repainted it. This has a lot of corrosion, a lot of holes in it. This whole top also does as well. Has a lot of holes through it, but I took and cut a piece of metal out and put it under there, and I screwed it in with a bunch of small zip screws, some self-tapping metal screws, and replaced that with a new filter in there, as you may be able to see. New air filter. Also took the upper intake off. It's just a few bolts, and I vacuumed all that out. It's kind of nasty in there. She also needs new door pins. They're in really rough shape. You can see how much play she has, but the inside's all right. It's got a 5-speed transmission with a 2-speed rear end. You can see the electronic 2-speed unit on the rear end here. A couple new batteries on it, which is nice. Dash is kind of in rough shape. Almost looks like that was supposed to be for a speaker right there. Nothing too pretty here, but that's all right. She runs pretty good. It's actually kind of cold out today. I haven't tried doing a cold start on her yet. It has electric over hydraulic parking brakes, which is interesting. Hey, there we go. So all the gauges work except for the oil pressure. So, interesting, huh? This is a naturally aspirated 8.2 liter diesel engine. You can see the power steering pump belts on the bottom all the way to the right are very loose. Also, this alternator belt on the right is very loose. I'm probably going to be replacing a lot of belts in the near future. This belt here is for, this is a, I guess a power steering type pump, but it actually sends hydraulic fluid through those lines to a power boost, or a hydro boost system for the brakes. So there's power steering on this side, and then the hydro boost brake system on the other side. But yeah, she runs pretty good. A lot of people don't like the 8.2 liter. You can feel the volume of air that gets sucked through there. Pretty amazing. Breathes in great gulps of atmosphere. I'm gonna drive her forward a little bit and show you the the dump bed operation. That's about all she goes so far. I think she might need a little bit more fluid in the reservoir, which is right here. Just a PTO driven hydraulic pump. You can see that pumps up this ram here, and that's what lifts the bed. It's a very large bed too, 14 foot long. So as you can see, I've already started pressure washing. Like I said, I cleaned out the bed already. I'm gonna pressure wash and then do the OSPO treatment. That'll be my next video on this. I've already somewhat pressure washed the bottom side. You can see there's a lot of original blue paint underneath the bed. Also a lot of really bad rust. So for those of you who are not familiar with operating the hydraulics on a dump truck, I'll give you a quick tutorial. As you can see here, you have your hoist operation and your PTO engagement. Right now we're on the raise side, and we're gonna shift this forward to lower. You can see the bed's coming down. Now that it's lowered, just put it back in this center spot. You don't have to push anything. Now you'll press the clutch in, disengage the PTO. Boom, that's it. You're back down. Now say you want to raise the bed and dump something out, push the clutch all the way in, pull your PTO back, release the clutch. Now you can just simply pull this in, pull it back, and the bed goes up. Now you can press the accelerator to increase your PTO speed, and your bed will go up a little bit quicker. Now you should be able to put this back in your neutral position, and depending on the strength of your seals and what condition they're in, the bed should stay in the same spot. I'm gonna lower the bed and move it around over here, which is my cleaning area. Get it ready to pressure wash and for the OSPO treatment. I'll also do a test drive as soon as I get this tire changed. As you can see now with the PTO off, it's no longer spinning. So that's all it does. That goes into the transmission. It's like another gear almost. So I have this in the neutral position to hold the bed in place, and the PTO is off. Turn the truck off. They can stay in this position. A lot of truck drivers will actually leave their beds in an upright position. That way you can see the water will just drain right out.